Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading, okay? This reading is going to be on Megan Thee Stallion and Sean Carter, aka Camel Face. And then I'm also going to do a quick reading on Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. Before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, @miracle_. So let's start off with this. How does Jay-Z, okay, Sean Carter, how does he feel about Megan Thee Stallion? Megan Pete. Jay-Z, how does he feel about Megan Thee Stallion? Megan Pete. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting some interesting cards. I'll be honest with you. It looks like they won't have a tower moment, or they've already had a tower moment. The tower card is here. That means that there has been a switch or change in their relationship. Okay, so I'm going to pull that close to you guys. This is the tower card. That means a change, usually for the worst. And the 5 of Cups, that talks about disappointment and failure. So there's something that he's not too happy about in regards to Megan Thee Stallion, okay? He still will be helping her with, her career, because she is under Roc Nation. And that's what the 3 of Cups kind of talks about, having connections, building a foundation. The Temperance card is here in reverse. That talks about them having an imbalance, okay? Not being on the same page. And then we also have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And that means he does find Megan Thee Stallion to be a little bit codependent. And that just means as though if she did not have Roc Nation, where would her career be? Okay, and it's really no shade to Megan Thee Stallion, because Megan Thee Stallion still has talent, but she would not be getting the brand deals, the accolades, if it wasn't for Roc Nation. He knows that. And it looks like Camel Face could possibly pull the plug at any second. Okay, their relationship is hanging by a thread. So he can easily pull the plug on everything. I don't know if he will, let go of her completely, because he still makes money off of Megan Thee Stallion. But I can definitely see him shelving her like he does J. Cole, okay? She might get put to the back burner. He might put someone in the forefront. He's done that with several artists. I mean, look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill's not getting the brand deals. Look at J. Cole. Remember Bridget Kelly. Look at Tanaje. So, he does shelf artists and, not pay attention to them. He only pays attention to the people that he really makes money off of, and that's Megan right now. How does Megan Thee Stallion feel about Jay-Z? Megan Thee Stallion, how does she feel about Jay-Z? It kind of feels like the energy I'm getting is that she might have been deceitful in something, and he's not too happy about it. Okay, so he's kind of disappointed in her a little bit. There's some deceit going on over there. Okay, how does Megan Thee Stallion feel about Jay-Z? Megan Thee Stallion, how does she feel about Jay-Z? Okay, this card wants to come out. Yeah, they definitely got into it or something, because the 9 of Swords is here. That talks about sadness, depression, okay? King of Wands in reverse, that talks about her being, I wouldn't say scared of him, but more like intimidated, because he can be impulsive. So the King of Wands in reverse, that kind of represents that, okay? How does Megan feel about Jay-Z, Camel Face? Yeah, she feels like he's very manipulative, okay? The King of Swords is here in reverse, and that speaks on somebody that's emotionally manipulative, or, tries to finesse to get their way. The Ace of Swords in reverse, that talks about, you know, her career can go in limbo, or there could be a lack of direction if he decides to, you know, basically put her career on hold, okay? You know, she feels like Carl is stopping her bags and doing certain things, but Camel Face is really the person that's going to eventually try to stop her bags. I would be careful. And then the Knight of Cups is here. That talks about passion, okay? So there could be possibly, you know, an intimate, you know, relationship between them. I'm going to say allegedly, but it seems like something went on between them, okay? And I got this in my last reading, and everybody thought I was crazy until Carl came out and said that she effed the whole industry. Then it was like, oh, you were right the whole time. I've been said that. I did a reading on them last year, and I got that they could have possibly, you know, I would say maybe kissed. I don't feel like it was like a full-blown affair. I don't think it was like that deep. No, I feel like maybe a kiss, flirtatious, you know, maybe went out to dinner or something like that. I get that energy between them. And then, you know, they had a tower moment. Okay. But I said it first. Everybody thought I was crazy until everybody else comes out and said that she's... And then academics said the same thing, that she smashed a bunch of men in the industry. So, you know, their words, not mine, okay? But I did do a reading on her and Camel Face, you know, a year ago. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Will Megan Thee Stallion eventually leave Roc Nation? Megan Thee Stallion, will she eventually leave Roc Nation? Megan Thee Stallion, will she eventually leave Roc Nation? Megan Thee Stallion, will she eventually leave Roc Nation? Okay. It feels like they would have to part ways with her. She's not going to just say, oh, I'm firing you, because she's getting a lot of opportunities. Okay. And the Emperor card kind of represents that, because that talks about resources. Okay. Four of Wands, that talks about celebration, harmony. She likes it over there. But there could be an ending to their relationship, her and Roc Nations, because the Death card, that talks about an ending. Okay. So it feels like if the scandal with her and Tori doesn't go in her favor, which means like if the verdict is not in her favor, they could possibly let her go, because the Eight of Pentacles is here in reverse. And that talks about misdirected activity. They don't want to take any type of loss. They don't want people start to look at them. And the Seven of Swords in reverse, that talks about moving strategically. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse, that talks about a shift, a change. So there's going to be a change between her and Roc Nation, you know, because there's already a switch and change between her and Camel Face. And I feel like Camel Face knows some information. And he kind of feels like Megan Thee Stallion is not being completely honest to a certain degree, but, you know, there's no sense in putting her on blast. You know, he makes money off of Megan, okay? And she's not, I wouldn't say like Megan wasn't harmed completely. Like Megan definitely was harmed, but maybe like how she's telling the story is not what exactly happened, okay? I don't feel like she's lying about completely everything. I do feel like something happened that night, but it's not the way she's saying it, okay? And so basically they're going to have to cover those tracks. They're going to have to protect her. She's using their lawyers. So moving on from that, let's see. How does Beyonce feel about Nicki Minaj? Beyonce, the queen of music. How does she feel about Nicki Minaj? Beyonce. Beyonce. How does she feel about Nicki Minaj? Beyonce. Okay. So there has been a switch in their relationship too. The Chariot card is here though. She does feel like Nicki Minaj is still, you know, successful. She does respect her as an artist. But there's a lost here. The Five of Pentacles, that means that, you know, their relationship kind of, you know, went a different direction. They still have respect for each other, but there has been a lost. Okay. And she kind of does see that Nicki Minaj, she does see Nicki Minaj being pushed out. The Five of Pentacles kind of represents that too. Like when somebody is taking a loss in their, you know, in their career. Okay. So she does feel like, you know, Nicki Minaj is being pushed out. The Ace of Cups is here in reverse. That talks about repressed emotions. So, you know, just because Beyonce's not on social media and, you know, she may not be out and about, she peeps everything. She sees everything, okay? And then we also have the Hangman, and that talks about stalemate. This also represents, you know, there's a blockage between them, okay? You know, I don't think Camel Face really wants them to interact or be doing any type of music together. I'm sure he wouldn't care if they say like hi and bye, but I don't think he wants them to be like super, super close, only because the person that he makes money off of is Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. But she feels like, you know, Nicki's still successful. They don't really have a close relationship like they used to. Okay. But she does feel like she's still successful because the Knight of Swords is still here. And then the Two of Swords in reverse, that kind of represents, you know, stagnation, okay? Not being able to move forward. And it's a lot of people in Beyonce's ear. The King of Cups, okay? That's Camel Face. Camel Face, he can be moody, emotionally manipulative, same way how Megan Thee Stallion feels about him. So, you know, he's in Beyonce's ear still, telling her, you know, who she should work with and who she should not work with, okay? And she listens to him. But Beyonce still respects Nicki Minaj. You know, is Camel Face really in the way? How does Nicki Minaj feel about Beyonce? Nicki Minaj. How does she feel about Beyonce? Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, how does she feel about Beyonce? Okay, the Ten of Swords. This talks about deceit or not trusting somebody. And I think that has a lot to do with Camel Face. She's kind of keeping her distance from, you know, Camel Face. I think she definitely respects the Queen of Music. The Ace of Pentacles is here. That talks about a financial opportunity. She would love to work with Beyonce again. The Ace of Pentacles, that talks about having a financial opportunity. She feels like they can make a lot of money together. And then we also have the Seven of Pentacles that talks about long-term reward. Okay, but she's keeping her distance from, you know, Camel Face and the Queen Bee because she don't really trust Camel Face. Okay. She respects them, you know, and what they've done for the culture, but she knows how Camel Face is, and, you know, he's pushing Megan Thee Stallion. That's his, you know, money machine right now. And then the Ten of Wands, it talks about burdens, okay? She also feels like Camel Face did not try to help her when she was going through what she was going through. He didn't really try to help her. So she remembers that. She sees who really fuck with her and who really don't. Okay, she pays attention to that. But she would love to work with the Queen of Music. She respects the Queen of Music, but ultimately Camel Face is in between them. So hopefully, you know, he will get out the way. I mean, grow up. You damn near 60. You can't be bossing Beyonce around all the time. Okay, I understand that she's your wife, but move out the way. Let her make her own decisions and let her decide who she wants to work with. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and have an amazing day.